Did you read correctly? £10,000 in 1 month? Yes, you did. £120,000 in a year. Same value with about 150,000 US dollars. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you the how. This is a job that you don't need a degree, you don't need a driving license. Very surprising. It will be advantageous if you have the two of them. Degree and license will be helpful, but you don't need them. Right. The degree maybe would help you to understand that course and pass it easily, because it's a university degree examination. It was the Cambridge examination board exam. So if you've been to uni, maybe it would help you pass it quicker, but you don't need the degree. So if you read hard and understand it and ask questions, you're still going to get in. Driving license, it would be nice if you're a transport manager who can drive a car, let alone a truck, but it's not required. It's not a requirement. You can, those are things you can actually learn while on the job once you start. Right. One of my commentators asked me, how much does a TP manager earn? How much does a transport manager CPC qualified earn? I have done this job on a part-time transport manager, part-time, for 2 months. And still early days. You want to kill me, oh, that's how they speak in Africa. It's too short, early days for me to actually tell you actual real figures. I'm telling you potential. I can tell you the potential where you can get with that CPC. Actually, what they earn is very unique. First of all, there are 2 sections. Like any job, you want to be permanent or you want to be self-employed or temporary. Real jobs, full-time jobs are permanent. You can average about £50,000. Yes, you can get £50,000. They may start you at 35,000 to 45. And then if you stay and you experience and maybe get a few bigger companies, you may go up to £60,000 on a transport manager job, CPC. There is a difference. Not all transport managers are CPC qualified. Understand that. So at work, everyone who you see and they're calling them manager, it doesn't mean that they've got a CPC. The CPC holder is the one who runs the site, not the one who runs the day and day. They can, but every site needs a CPC holder, and once they get 1 or 2 or just what suits them, they can then hire any other assistants who they're calling managers, but they're not really CPC qualified. They don't. Freelance site, the one I'm doing, managers will charge per truck per month when they call them. So if you call me now and say, can you be my CPC transport manager for my company, I will ask you how many lorries you're going to run, and then I'll get the price from there, because I'll just multiply per lorry. My personal current is £250 every month, every lorry. Other people charge more. I've had people who charge 350, and you can also charge slightly less. You can also charge 200 or 100. Depends on it works for you and your customer ability to pull customers. But say potentially, also coming down to the figures, you're allowed 50 vehicles and you're allowed 4 companies. If you break that down, if you just divide 50 by 4, what do you get? Is that about 12? Yeah. So ideally, 12 times 4 is 48. Ideally, if you found 4 companies with 12 lorries each, that's the most, as a self-employed, that is the best combination for you. Because then, if you're using the rate that I am using, if I get all those big figures, I will not use even 250. I'll use 200, slightly less, so that I can get the bulk sales. Now, at 200, if you multiply 48 vehicles by 200, you will get 9,600. To me, which is roughly 10 grand. If you're charging slightly more than 200, you will go even over. So you can even get up to 12 grand, 50, whatever. So it's all about, can you get the customers? Are you able to catch the customers? Can you advertise your services? Can you get those phone calls? Can you be a good manager, being recommended everywhere, being passed, recommended company to company, so your profile growing? I personally, as I say, I've only done 2 months of it, and I have only one company I'm running at the moment, while I am still tracking, looking for shifts. Is the limit, or is above around 10,000, a bit less? If you got a permanent job, you can get monthly 5 grand before tax. I personally will be happy with a job like that. £5,000 before tax as a transport manager. I think that would settle me down, because it's more than I would be trying to get as a trucker. Remember, the limit for a trucker wasn't a limit, but the good mark for the trucker was 1,000 a week. Remember, I told you that people have been denying it and replying me, oh, it can't be done, can't be done. Little faith people, I don't carry on with that. If you can't believe it, it's okay. We'll carry on with who can believe it. It's the same thing with this. If you can't believe that someone can get 10,000 in 1 month, yeah, and yet truckers, actual truckers, they're truckers who are earning 4,000 a month. How about the ones who are running the centers? Okay, they can collect 10 grand in 1 month. Okay. But as I say, you have to be the right person, experience, and I'm not yet there. I'm not talking what I earn monthly. I'm telling you what potentially I can earn monthly on just this avenue. I hope I answered that question. I'm not going to stay on too much. I'm lucky I've got extra time, so I'm throwing out videos, more videos. I've got my topic list. I am going to try and thrash it out before this opens, and then we can get back to our jobs, So stay safe, have a nice day, stay safe, God bless, and love you.